Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Jay Thunderstorm and welcome back to another edition of Highly Edited Gaming. So I've always wanted to play this game and I'm just now getting around to it. I get the basic premise of the game, but I'm just going to play through it while being as extra and unnecessary as possible. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first things first, meet Rico. He's going to be our buddy throughout this little journey of ours. Not by choice, of course, but we'll deal with him.
Bet you won't see that in my face though.
If you don't know the premise of this game, you just collect supplies and make your raft bigger so you can explore places and well, that's all I know, so okay, looking good. Tiny box floating in the ocean with just a hook. Definitely an ideal situation. So I noticed this guy has an appetite of a bear before hibernation and is as thirsty as a lost man in the Sahara, so I had to make some purifiers and some grills. Let's just make sure we don't put it in the corner so this fool doesn't eat it.
Yeah, I'll eat your rat food.
This game has these little islands that are generated based on where the raft is, and me thinking I could build a base on them was incorrect. No, the game actually wants you to stay on the raft, and these islands are used to mine for precious minerals, wood, scrap, all of this other good stuff to make your raft bigger. There's also these little pre-made rafts you find floating around. They basically serve the same purpose. So that leaves the question, what is the goal of this game? Do you just drift endlessly in the ocean on a raft and that's it? Well, yes and no, kinda. The game doesn't really start until you build a receiver, but with old Rico here chewing up everything I build, it starts to get kind of annoying when you gotta replace it. Stop! Okay, I'm getting sick of this freaking shark. Told you to stop in my... Oh, Rico? I killed him. Yes! Yo, I killed him, bro. That's a bet. Well, it turns out you can kill the shark that follows you perpetually throughout the game, but it respawns in a few minutes, so there's almost no point. Stupid bird, stop eating my... So it was at this point that I really kicked it into high gear, using these nets to stockpile a bunch of materials, that and the islands. Land ho! Before I actually started the story for the game, I thought to myself though, this game's called a Raft, right? And this channel is Jay Thunderstorm. So by that logic, we're obligated to do the exact opposite of what the game told me to do. So I turned my raft into a ship. Hopefully this makes Rico think twice about taking a chunk out of my stuff now. He still doesn't care. So through research you can learn to craft new things, making the experience a little less terrifying for you. Like making larger water purifiers and making better grills. You can also research a smelter that you use to make a bunch of different things, mostly being ingots that you can make better tools out of. Oh, forgot to mention. You guys like my room? I use Rico's head as a trophy to ensure I scare myself half to death every time I climb these steps. Oh, I also made a few more boats in the hope that he'd leave the main ship alone and just chew on one of those. Nope. Well, kinda. See, the shark seems to attack structures in a rotation. In other words, they rarely will be attacked in the same area twice unless you're really unlucky. So that actually proved pretty helpful. And of course these nets which capture literally everything that go into them and then you collect them. Gotta love that. Did I mention how strong these paddles are? This paddle is literally all I need to pull this entire small fleet of ships. Yeah, that's totally realistic. Yeah, I made myself a better grill and a cooking pot along with some smelters. I even managed to find a radio so I can listen to some sick tunes. I'm not fully convinced this fish is dead. So I finally went ahead and placed a receiver after about 60 hours of playtime. And of course, it needs a battery. Luckily, I got the recipe for the battery at the same time, so I'd assumed I needed and made one just in case. Okay, so we're off to our first point of interest. So we set sail, made in our fleet, and go. Sailors, we're approaching our destination. Raise the sails and anchor down. Oh wait, I don't have a crew. Well, we're here, and I'll tell you now, I'm not mad at these places. Lots of loot, lots of lore, and I could explain some of the story, but that's why you should play the game for yourself. Other than the loot, the only other things here are the notes that tell you where to go next, and sometimes new things to research, or in other words, the fun stuff. This place doesn't give you much though, so let's head to the next spot. Next up is this place. Why can't I just live here? If I'm perpetually stuck in the middle of the ocean, I want to at least live in something nice. Oh, what in the Great Halls of Valhalla is that? I'm not sure if I was supposed to do this or not, but I did it. And this is how I got in, since everything is locked from the other side like freaking Skyrim. Yo, this Yo, this rat is literally folding me up right now. Look at my health. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some more sustenance. I'm not ready for this. Okay, turns out they're kind of dumb and you just gotta attack right after you avoid them. Easy kill. And they drop raw meat. They respawn too, so I can just farm this stuff and never have to fish or eat veggies again. There's a lot more depth to the yacht, however. There's actually a few more puzzles you need to solve to get through the entire thing, and it probably took me like an hour to actually finish it. Well, it's more along the lines of find these parts, and make a thing, and use that thing to open a door, because keys are overrated. Except, there's also keys sometimes. Although I prefer bombs. Looks like we're done here. Ooh, engine and a steering wheel. And we already got the ship, so let's do this. Wait, so you're telling me this one engine isn't enough to power this whole fleet? Fine, I guess I'll make some more. Also, I expanded the fleet a little bit more. Don't plan on stopping either. So I set sail to the next destination and went to bed, and when I woke up, this is what I saw. A freaking wildebeest on a huge island. He slid me pretty decent, but never mind that. I killed him and put his head on my wall next to the shark. What's important is the resources. Look at all those trees! And look, there's even a llama. I'm totally not gonna do anything genocidal. Stop jumping. Stop, stay still. Oh. He doesn't even give you anything. Now I just feel bad. Okay, I realize now you need to capture it with a net gun, but I didn't know that, so my bad. I was hoping he'd give me wool so I can make a backpack, but you need to shear them for that, not kill them. Oops. Also, I found these pufferfish. They were pretty aggressive, so I was taking my chances assuming they weren't friendly, especially considering they dropped something called explosive goo, which is what you need to make the ammo for the net gun, by the way. So yeah, this day was a success, kinda. I celebrated with the cooked meal though. Drumsticks with jam. Yum. I don't know where the asparagus came from though. I ate the meal and took a nap, and when I woke up, there I was, at our next destination, the Wildlife Reserve. Now this one acted like the previous one. Collect items to use as a key, find stuff to research, get beat up by the local wildlife. That's the most important part right there. I had to turn on 3 towers, and basically that was all. After that, the code for the next island was revealed on the screen. 420. I wonder if they did that on purpose. There's also a weird dude that used to live here or something that made these things. Yeah, I don't know. Creepy. He left a stash hidden behind his wall though, so crazy guy's cool in my book. Oh, that's kinda high up. I can't just not jump from a life-threatening cliff. Our next destination, Caravan Town, home of everything that bugs my OCD. That and a lot of pufferfish. What the? Yo! Is that bird dropping rocks on my head? Oh, you're gonna make a good addition to my trophy collection. Don't tell Peter I said that. These birds are cool though. I named this one Bach. All jokes aside, it's like the other areas. Complete your puzzles and you're awarded with zipline parts which you use in order to get the blueprint for the zipline and the tool to use it. Then of course you find the note that tells us of our next destination. Also a blueprint to the battery charger I never used because I was too lazy to waste the one I already had. I did actually get enough engines for my fleet though, so now we're really rolling. Well, we were, until I got stuck. Oh, I'm sorry, was this taking up too much space for you? Yeah, I was stuck until I ran out of fuel for the engines and they all take like 15 planks to refill, so I'm good with just the sails. So without our engines, we came to our final destination of our journey on day 65. I had to enter from the bottom and solve some puzzles to get access to it though. I also died and lost my inventory, which kinda made me mad, but nonetheless, we finally enter. I forgot the name of it, but I'm just gonna call it Utopia. Excuse me, sir. How is this helping? How is this? This is by far the coolest part of the game for obvious reasons. After that underground part, you basically just snag key cards from these dweebs and use them to enter buildings and figure out how to get into that huge tower. Oh, Jesus! That is a big rat. Yeah, I died earlier though, and I didn't realize I would need the zipline to progress, so I was kind of scrounging for parts to make another one the whole time I was here. I also almost died again of dehydration because this man literally needs more water than a nutrient-deprived plant. That and the devs didn't hide any water bottles or anything either, since you have to craft those out of semi-rare material, which would be too easy of a way to get free water bottles. But come on, man, you're telling me these people have these lavish, nice apartments and no one had any water, no bottled water, no cups of water, nothing, but they got cooked meals and random fruits that somehow haven't rotted? Yeah, okay, rent over. The vending machine in front of the tower saved me though. I bought a bunch of these bottles because I lost like 3 when I died. Also got a backpack and a piano. Unfortunately, it's a little too late to use that stuff though, because after you use the launch code on the tower here and swim to the floating ocean room, the journey comes to an end. Well, kinda. The game's still in production and this is how far they've gotten, so this is where we'll be stopping. Maybe we'll visit again in the future. But since we did beat the story, I wanted to see something. Be right back. No, you are not watching me walk down an endless railroad track forever pointing at nothing. This is a ladder. This tower leads hundreds of feet in the air. So far I can't even see the water here. Observe. Yeah, they're just gone. Now I want to see if I can jump from here to the giant ship I made over there. What? I like pirates, leave me alone. Are we ready to do this? Oh my god, this is terrifying. Alright, let's do it. Jumping in 3, 2, 1. Let's go! We actually barely made it. I'm surprised. So I believe that test is a success. And we're gonna do one more thing here. BRB. Back up on the tower here, and I wanted to see something. I managed to get this zip line here, and I wanted to see how fast I could go moving from point A to point B. So let's do this. Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Messing around kind of piques my curiosity though, so be right back again. Okay, so I downloaded a few mods just to see what we were working with, and well, it's better to just show you. Gotta love Markiplier. What was that noise? Oh no, my house raft drifted towards a forbidden evil bear island. Oh look, it's 2 giants. I gotta take them out quick, they're obviously the leaders. I could have sworn I had like 2 magazines for this gun. Okay, I guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So after a long and harsh battle with the evil bear tribe, I emerged victorious. Unscathed, obviously. Huh. Bears. That reminds me of a Markiplier video.
To fatten up, and winter arrives in 5 minutes.
So that's gonna end it for my Raft playthrough. I may come back in the future for the next update, but we'll just have to see about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave me any comment suggestions of any of the games you think I should play. Don't forget to strike that like button, subscribe to Thunderstorm. I am Thunderstorm, I am out, and I will see you guys in the next video.